Pope Benedict XVI's flight was yet to touch down in Edinburgh, and in front of the Vatican press corps, the pontiff would quickly deal with the sex abuse scandal that has rocked the Catholic Church.
These revelations were a shock for me, a great sadness. It is difficult to understand how this perversion of the priestly ministry was possible. It is also a great sadness that the authorities of the Church were not sufficiently vigilant and insufficiently quick and decisive in taking the necessary measures.
Then, with a good tailwind, the Pope's flight, affectionately nicknamed Shepherd 1, arrived in Edinburgh 15 minutes early. So, with some politics dealt with, the pontiff descended onto British soil for the start of his 4-day visit. With kissing the ground a personal expression reserved for his predecessor, instead a handshake first for the Duke of Edinburgh, before being received by his cardinals. A warm, if not windy, reception. Tens of thousands lined the Pope's route to the Palace of Holyrood House. Many were from Scotland's 800,000-strong Catholic Church. Others, such as protesters, showed placards opposing the state visit. Then, at the Queen's official residence, as the band of the Royal Regiment of Scotland concluded the papal anthem, a gesture from the Holy Father as he removed his white cicuta as the national anthem was played. The heads of state then moved inside to the palace's morning drawing room.
This is warmer. We have a gift.
The Pope pausing to examine some of the 85 drawings presented to him by the Queen. Her Majesty thanked Pope Benedict XVI for his gift, a copy of the Lorsch Gospels dating from the year 778. Moments after an audience in private, finally a chance to hear from the Queen and her invited guest.
Your Holiness, your presence here today reminds us of our common Christian heritage.
And with one of his cardinals this week labelling Britain aggressively atheist, the Pope would make his position clear.
Today's United Kingdom strives to be a modern and multicultural society. In this challenging enterprise, may it always maintain its respect for those traditional values and cultural expressions that more aggressive forms of secularism no longer value or even tolerate. Let it not obscure the Christian foundation that underpins its freedoms.
Bidding farewell to the Queen, the pontiff boarded his Pope-mobile and began his journey en route to the residence of the leader of the Catholic Church in Scotland, Cardinal Keith O'Brien. Cocooned within his bulletproof Mercedes, he sat waving at those pleased to see him and those vocal against the tour.
Just amazing to just actually come here and see him in Edinburgh, just amazing.
My message is go home and stop lying about AIDS and condoms and stop offending anybody who isn't Catholic.
This was great to do, and the sun came out just in time for it.
Then, arriving at the Cardinal's residence, just as it appeared the Pope might disappear from view, he popped back outside to meet those who gathered to catch a once-in-a-lifetime glimpse of the 83-year-old. And while Pope Benedict XVI has partly addressed one of the most controversial issues surrounding his trip, there will be more politics to come. Paul Harrison, Sky News.